What's going on, guys? It's Eric Zubik, aka Zubiu77, and here with the exciting conclusion of this matchup. Before I get into everything, a couple things. First and foremost, if you want the score recap, we have Matthias with 33s, otherwise known as a inappropriate innuendo. Oh, if turned sideways, or Chippermonkey if you're a All That Season 6 fan of the original show, not the remake. Or 33, as we all know it. 20 points for Weatherton, who's currently in second. Frankie having a German number, having a stick, followed by a German number, or 19, even if none of you know what that means. And we have Nash craving Dunkin' Donuts, as he is a big donut hole, I'm afraid. And one more thing we have to get into before we continue, our Stump the Fans trivia quiz answer. I said to you 2 days ago, true or false, Weatherton has made the finals at least once in his career. The answer, as most people would know, false. False. I mean, the furthest he ever made was like the final 8 early in the career, but since then he's never gotten past the top 16. Anyway, let's get to the turnpike. Like, I've said enough. Alright, on to Oats Turnpike we go. Oh, now this is kind of a difficult course. I mean, it's not as bad as it's not as bad as extra mode, but it can be pretty difficult at times, depending on where the cars, or the vehicles over here actually end up in what lane, etc., etc. And the items are all on the sides, unfortunately. For any starter that's new to this game. Oof, and double vehicle maneuvers. I mean, they are difficult to get through without crashing, mostly. I mean, Nash, it's not even together in Nash already, and he crashed. That's impossible. That is, wow. Alright. And Matthias gets knocked off by a shell. Crap. Weatherton currently leading right now. Frankie gets hit by a bus. I feel like all the kids are going to be devastated on there. Because what it's looking like is probably a school bus on the turn. Why would a school bus be on the turnpike though? That's my question here. I mean, I can see cars and trucks, of course, but why would a school bus enter the turnpike in the first place? This is my question. And Weatherton, oh my god, he got tripped up by the double vehicle maneuver again. And if you're fast enough, oh, the double bus. According to Jimbo, oh, double bus will kill you. At least that's what many of us heard from Jimbo. Oh, who is another VA player who never made an appearance since 2017. And fun fact about him, the only time he never made a semifinal is when he did not compete. Anyway, back to Matthias. Oh my god, double hits, and Weatherton makes the pass. Oh, God almighty. Alright, and a trouble strum for Matthias will get him nowhere. Oh, and they beat the double bus. Frankie now encounters the double bus. Oh, that kills him. Anyway, Weatherton sneaking in with a win. Matthias in second, and Frankie, well, you know the rest. And Frankie, you know the rest. Well, that was that was a pretty rough round for Frankie and Nash. But then again, Nash's every round was rough for him. And as he still carries that big Dunkin' Donut right there, here on the scoreboard. Anyway, on to Frap Snowland, another one of my favorite courses. Not the best one, but up there, of course. Alright, Frankie's starting out strong right now. He's keeping that last round out he had stuck in his mind and trying to retaliate from there. Here, as he gets a banana game. It's a shell game for Matthias. As Weatherton tries to catch up with a star. Oof. Bolt from Nash. It's like he's the one causing majority of the thunderstorms in this matchup, clearly. Not the thunderstorm I had like 2 days ago. Oh, which caused us to lose power. And, alright. Ooh, it's a tight race now between Frankie and Weatherton. That's gonna be a good one. Oh. As Matthias, still in third, still got a shell game going on with him. Oh. And Frankie turns into the invisible dinosaur again. Oh, finally Matthias gets a speed item here. This could maybe change the ranks. Or not, because the banana peel was there. God. So it's extra potassium. One for Matthias in this round. As Weatherton closes in with a shell game. Frankie, another shell game as well. As Rustemeyer ends up in third. Oh, geez. And Frankie and Weatherton, a majority of this half, have been putting the rust in Rustemeyer, unfortunately. On to Chaco Mountain, a.k.a. Mount Weathertanko. I probably will not count it that, though, because this is a non-shortcut tournament, FYI. For anyone else that does not know. That's why we had to sit through a 5-minute Rainbow Road and a 4-minute Wario Stadium. Back in part 3. Anyway, Matthias up the spiral. Well, that spiral has no guardrail, as many of the 150cc people know. Oh. And the same fate is on Extra, too. But yeah, 50 and 100 have a guardrail. 150 and Extra don't. For many of the starters that do not know. I mean, I know every pro does know that, but seriously. He summoned the general info, that's for starters. For starters. Anyway, Frankie across cleanly. Nice. Matthias is same as well. Weatherton. Oh, we got a race for the final lap here. Frankie got a slim lead, but he got a blue shell coming his way, though. Uh-oh. Matthias is now have an opening. Oh, and it's a shell game again for Frankie. God. Wow, so we go to shock dodges. This is on Wario Stadium and Royal Raceway to numerous shell games in certain matches. Oh, Frankie barely squeezed by. Matthias, very slim second. Weatherton, of course, third. Heard onto the last track where you finally get to see Kyle's corner. Or for the first time ever. Speaking of which, if Kyle actually interviews Carters, I'm thinking maybe that's what it should be called. Kyle's Corner. Anyway, Matthias is out in front right now. Out going into Kyle's Corner for the first time ever. But, oh, he gets hit by a tree. What the heck? Frankie, he pulls out the lead. Matthias right back in second, even though he turned into George of the Jungle with that lightning bolt. Oh, that was fired. Frankie got a banana right now. Oh, whew. It's a shell game. Oh my god, shell game between the top three. Oh my god, this just got real. Matias had a banana out to block. Good. Instinct. On to the final lap. Up, we got a green. Oh my god. Shell game again for Matias and Frankie. Alrighty. Onto the final tunnel. Hold for Matias. Excelente. Weatherton with a star. Just won't make it. Second place. Frankie with third. And fourth place for... Okay, before I move on, I want to go back a little bit because I feel like we might have missed a shock dodge. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry to do this to you guys, but I just want to go back to see if we missed a shock dodge. I know Matias made the final tunnel, and Weatherton was catching up with Star, but where's the lightning bolt? Oh, Frankie got the lightning bolt, and bam, shock dodge from Weatherton. Yup. Up. Whew. What a sick burn. And man, we end that. I can't believe we ended that matchup with a shock dodge as well. That's impressive. Anyway, hey, that wraps up the matchup. But before I go, we have a couple interviews. We have a couple more interviews just to go through. But I did interview Matias. He said that round was like nothing, honestly. But, I mean, a 41-point round on your debut. I mean, that is something. And to some of us, really. And he said, like, there were other important matches, but, I mean, yeah, it was kind of tough. But, yeah, for some of us, it was kind of a blunder, seeing 7 rounds of perfection, yet Frankie, the yodeling lumberjack, pulls it away from him. Anyway, final scores in the match. Matias, 41 points out of a possible 48. Anyway, we should probably look at the scorecard right now. You know what? Let's go back to the scorecard. We had 10 wins for Matias, 5 second place finishes, and 1 third. Yeah, normally in a very great round, you would never expect the third place out of a 41-point performance. Weatherton, 3 wins, 7 second place finishes, and 6 third place finishes. I mean, to get a higher score, you definitely want a very good second place finishes-ish record for sure. And Frankie, on the other hand, with a 26, X3 first for second place finishes, and 9 third place finishes, of course. Yeah, I should also mention first places are worth 3. For the starters that don't know the VA tournament, first place are worth 3 points, second place 2, third 1, fourth Zippo. Which Nash, I mean, it's all donut holes. No less than 8 donut holes on his side. Alright, I mean, what the heck is up with that? As we get into more detail on Nash's legendary Detroit Lions and Cleveland Browns record. Anyway, let's get back to the interview.
My goal was to try not to get lapped and to maybe get in first place at least once, which I did do, so I was happy.
Yeah, we were excited on Royal Raceway. You had a pretty good, like maybe 10 seconds where you were hitting quite a few people and staying in first. It was going pretty well.
Yep.
But how did it feel playing against like Matias? It's pretty rough.
It was humbling, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He did give me a rundown on how to play the game.
I see
before we
you're
started.
running with a Hori controller.
Yeah. I don't know. I figured
Yeah.
just grab a controller and go.
Yeah. So you haven't played too much.
No,
I imagine.
before this, I've played maybe a minute throughout my whole life. So.
But you, when did you play the minute?
Back
You
when I
own
was
the
a
game?
child, I went over to a friend's house.
Oh, okay.
And they did
So
one
you've
round.
never even owned this game?
No, not
Oh,
until like a week ago.
All right.
So.
Well, guys, Josh also brought like tons of TVs and stuff for you for the event. So he's the meat MVP here. So it's great. He's got a good fan base. We're gonna get the next round rolling though here. So yeah.
Well, thanks for your support.
Yeah. We'll be looking for that next round.
Yeah, I'm not out yet, technically.
Yeah, he's not out yet. So get ready for it. All right. Get ready for the next round coming up soon, guys.
Well, I guess despite having an anti-perfect game, maybe you can get something out of it. It being a meat MVP. Honestly. So yeah, when in doubt, if you think you're never going to score a point in Virginia, try to do something very good. Good for the meat. That's one good lesson for starters that are not very good. Not to hurt anybody at all, but seriously, you can get something good out of it. That's another lesson we've learned, besides the fact that we've had a rise from Matthias with 41 points and a fall from Nash. For anyone who didn't get the gist of why the episode was called that. Anyway, I've been Eric Zubik signing off. Shoutouts to Abney317 for saving an interview for once. And we will see him next week on episode 2. Next Friday. Along with Dennison and JT, possibly. Anyway, without further ado, I've been Eric Zubik, aka Zubidoo77, signing off for now. Catch you guys on Monday with a brand new episode.